Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Andina Nabilah Gustriani from Pendidikan Bahasa Inggris. The Honorable Mrs. Nurul Afiatana, the late teacher of public speaking. The Honorable dear friends, good morning dear audience. Have you ever felt bad? Do you have trouble sleeping? Especially when you think about anything that can hurt you? If so, it might be time to begin change about everything in positively. The data showed us that students who often experience overthinking than 74.4% of women often experience overthinking. And it appears that one of the causes of overthinking is worry about everything. They're thinking too much about negative things around 37.31%. So everyone, I have been interested in being a mood poster and hearing it every bad day from my friends, then being a supporter and bringing back their spirit. I have read and heard many quotes on a music and life story, and have done research on the internet. Hence, based on my experience in this occasion, there are 3 points that I'd like to discuss. First, I will discuss what positive thinking is, and second, I will discuss what overthinking is and the benefit and the effect of overthinking. Then the last, I will discuss how to implement positive thinking in our mind. The first point, what about positive thinking? The meaning of positive thinking is actually very simple. Is it true that there are 2 main ways of thinking, namely positive thinking and negative thinking? What does positive thinking actually mean? Positive thinking is a mental attitude that makes our hope for good. Even the best and profitable results, the characteristic of positive thinking include always being calm, thinking positively, not easily worrying, and always trying to be wise in investing in life's tasks. In other words, positive thinking means the process of creating good thoughts and converting positive energy into reality. From the meaning of positive thinking, we can understand how important positive thinking is. In the test, the power of positive thinking can create happiness, health, and inner and other calm in facing any situation. According to the verywellmind.com, the website which has been verified by psychologists, there are many benefits of positive thinking that we need to know. One of the goals to find out is that we are all more confident to think positively in living life. Because actually, our calmness and success in facing life's tasks in complicated life can be determined by how we think and behave in response to small and big things. This is our first topic about how important positive thinking is, should be used in our life. And the next, we move to the effect of overthinking. It's opposite of positive thinking, namely overthinking. Thinking before doing something is innate, a natural thing. However, if you are always overthinking something to the point start giving not a lot of time, change you are overthinking. Of course, this should be not taken lightly because it can have a negative impact on your mental and psychical health. Are you unfamiliar with word overthinking? Then what is overthinking? Overthinking is a term of overthinking behavior. This can be triggered by worrying about something, from trivial problem in everyday life, big problems to trauma in the past, which makes you can't stop thinking about it. Have you guys experienced something like this? Raise your hand if you have experienced something like this. Reporting from our doctor, overthinking can be fatal impact. Overthinking that can happen to anyone. However, according to a study, women are more likely to overthinking than men. The high grade of overthinking in women occurs due to various reasons, ranging from particulations, attitudes, cultural factors. Before making decisions and help them better, understand situation from multiple points of view. In fact, this habit is not good, often a bad impact on health. Here are the bad things and effects on overthinking that can happen if you are overthinking. So, the first we have inhibiting daily activities. In addition to wasting time thinking about something over and over again makes energy drain and the body feels tired. It is not uncommon for overthinking to also make you insomnia or dream about anxiety dreams. As a result of continue to think about the worries you feel while feeling tired and irregular sleep, time can certainly prevent you from carrying your daily activities. And second, we have reducing work performance. Not only does it hinder your activities, this habit can also reduce your work performance. You know, overthinking will make it difficult for you to focus on something or concentrate, not focus on solving problems, and even difficultly communicating with other people. And third, we have make emotions so uncontrollable. Instead of getting the best solutions, overthinking can actually make it difficult for you to control your emotions. You will tend to unable to control anger, panic, insecure, and even have stronger thoughts and behavior. A study states that overthinking can cause excessive emotional distress. To encourage a person to vent emotion in unhealthy ways, such as like eating unhealthy foods or drinking alcoholic. In other cases, overthinking can also cause someone you want to shut themselves off and reduce social interaction with others. If this continues, the risk of depression will increase. And fourth, we have experiencing health problem. Apart from having an impact on mental health, overthinking also affects on your physical health. The habit can cause you to experience headaches, fever, chest pain and palpitations, shortness of breath, and high blood pressure. Even in more severe cases, overthinking can increase the risk of developing diabetes, stroke, and heart attack. Overthinking things is not good things to do apart from the wasting from result your time. Overthinking also bad for mental and psychical health. Therefore, let's try to stop this habit. Stop to overthinking. Okay, that's based on my experience. I have a friend who constantly feels like everything is not going well and feels that what he does is always wrong, and it will be looked down upon by many times, by many people. The fact that he is a person who is very perfect at doing something. It can be proven by the value and satisfying result that he always got. But his bad tools always led him to fall into the bad things. He was shunned by his friends and felt he was never enough to do something. We would have to stop this could stop because he tried to accept himself. Everything began to think positively, thinking that tomorrow will be okay, that tomorrow will not make him fall again, and continue to positive thinking that will bring him to experience the effect of good things continuously. He also does what he enjoys, like watching Netflix, movies, or YouTube, and drinking strawberry milk because it's one of his favorite drink or beverage. And give a time limit until when you have to stop thinking about something, and immediately make a decision. It's best to write something on a little paper that's on your mind to help lighten the burden on your mind. If it's still difficult, you can define your mind first activities that are fun as you that are fun and useful. For example, watching movies or reading books, listening to a song, or exercising. Remember, dwelling on your something for too long will not solve your problem. It is better to grateful and learn from mistakes as not to repeat them in the future. If you still have trouble reducing and eliminating your overthinking habits, don't hesitate to consult a psychologist for tests and advice that are suitable for your mental and psychical health. Okay, I have an explanation about the effect of overthinking, and for the next we're gonna scramble how to implement in our life. Finally, I'd like to talk a little about race, how to implement positive thinking in our mind. Want a society with positive people. Humans are social creatures, must be in touch with the surrounding environment, such as friend, neighbor, or coworkers and anything else. But that doesn't mean accepting everyone into your life. You still have to be choose. You still have to be selective in choosing friends, because friends are one of the most influential people in our life. If you are friends with people who complain about anything, their negativity is likely to rub off on you. Make friends and spend time with a positive friends, like family member who have positive traits, and you will always be in fact with these positive traits. It's hard to be negative when around you and beside you is positive. And the next we have learn to assume responsibility. Nobody is kept forgetting and being wrong, and forgetting is our first name as humans. If you have problems or difficulties in your life, don't act as if you are a victim of an entire life. Admit to yourself that you made the wrong choice and take responsibility for that choice. Accepting responsibility can help you learn from your mistakes to prevent you from blaming others unfairly. This kind of attitudes will foster positive thinking that will help you become stronger and more mature and prepared you to life's next problem. The next we have contributing with your life. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala creates humans as a purpose, and one of the coins is to benefit humans and the surrounding environment, namely the earth or nature. One of the ways benefits the environment by its volunteering. The next we have read a model fashion book. Time is too valuable to spend working all the time. Try to take a break from your routines and look for positive value that can improve the quality of your life. The easiest way to read. In today's internet beyond of the answer era, it is very easy to find the book that you want. All type books are there. Just choose which one. Take a few minutes on your time and read a book that will encourage positivity, such as inspirational book or the biographies or the businessman or the magazine maybe, or official public figures and other influenced people whose actions have brought a positive influence into your life. They present in the world to be able to inspire people to the good. And the next we have identify and change your negative thoughts. You will not be successful in increasing your thinking. You are still overwhelmed by negative thoughts that always haunt you. Try to identify the negative thoughts, patterns that come your way. Usually thoughts that include words like always and never are signs that something is wrong with your thinking. If you are always thinking like, I always mess things up, try to change it to be more realistic, like sometimes I make the decision but I learn from them. There is no need to cultivate unrealistic thoughts that further distance you from positive thoughts, but instead think realistically and see it as a common problem, and you can definitely get through it. For the last, we have goals. Yeah, you must have a goals. The adage that says life like a flowing water is not always true, depending on which point of view to understand it. If life just goes with the flow, there are no goals, no ambition, no aspiration. For what school is, everything parents have done will be in vain to set the goals in your life. 5 or 10 years, it will be easier to develop positive attitudes and thoughts when your life has a purpose. Because there will be something that can use as a measure of how far are you have come. What results have been achieved and what problems must be resolved immediately. Goals will give you the motivation to overcome any obstacle along the way. Without clear goals, it can be difficult to make decisions and gauge how far you've progressed. As a final remark, I just would like to say we cannot play how deal with things like this by starting to think positively and changing his lifestyle, by doing positive activities that will also have an impact on mental and psychical health. When you think, I have this word from Metcam. When you think positively, good things happen. So ladies and gentlemen, I firmly hope to have posed some problems and issues which can thrill and stimulate our things and decisions in frightful way. Thank you for your excitement to come here and hear me. Thank you very much. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.